3 years after their wedding, Alexander and Emily were living happily with their son, James. One morning, a mysterious envelope arrived at Blackwood Mansion. Alexander opened it. Inside was a photograph. His face turned pale. Emily noticed immediately. "What is it?" Alexander quickly hid the picture. "Nothing." But it wasn't nothing. The photograph showed a young woman standing beside Alexander years ago. On the back was a message. "She is back." That evening, Alexander received an unexpected visitor. A luxury car stopped outside the mansion. A beautiful woman stepped out. Emily watched from the window. The woman smiled when she saw Alexander. "Hello, Alex." Alexander looked shocked. "Olivia." Emily walked outside. "Who is she?" The woman smiled. "My name is Olivia Hart." Then she turned toward Alexander. "And I was once engaged to your husband." Emily felt her heart sink. That night, Emily demanded answers. Alexander sighed deeply. "Before I met you, Olivia and I were engaged." Emily looked hurt. "Why didn't you tell me?" "Because it ended years before I met you." Alexander explained that Olivia had disappeared without explanation just weeks before their wedding. After that, he never heard from her again. Until now. But Olivia had returned with shocking news. "I didn't leave because I stopped loving you," she said. "I left because someone threatened my life." The next day Olivia revealed a dangerous secret. Years ago, Alexander's father had enemies. One of those enemies wanted control of the Blackwood fortune. They threatened Olivia and forced her to leave. Now that same enemy had returned. His name was Victor Kane. A ruthless billionaire. And he wanted revenge. Olivia had come back to warn Alexander. But Victor already knew where they were. One afternoon Emily was shopping with James. Suddenly, a black van stopped beside them. Masked men jumped out. Emily screamed. James cried. Within seconds, Emily was taken. The kidnappers left a message. If Alexander wants his wife back, he must surrender Blackwood Industries. When Alexander heard the news, he exploded with rage. "No one touches my family." Alexander gathered his security team. For 3 days they searched every corner of London. Finally, they discovered an abandoned warehouse. Alexander rushed there. Inside, Emily was tied to a chair. Victor Kane stood beside her. "You must choose," Victor said. "Your empire or your wife." Alexander didn't hesitate. "My wife." Victor laughed. At that moment, police and security officers stormed the building. Chaos erupted. Within minutes Victor was arrested. Emily was safe. Alexander rushed toward her and held her tightly. "I thought I'd lost you." Emily smiled through tears. "You'll never lose me." Months later, peace finally returned. Victor Kane was sentenced to prison. Olivia left London and started a new life overseas. Before leaving, she met Emily. "You were always the one he loved," Olivia said. Emily smiled. "Thank you for saving us." Back at Blackwood Mansion, Alexander stood in the garden with Emily and James. The sun was setting. James ran across the lawn laughing. Emily held Alexander's hand. "Do you think our troubles are finally over?" Alexander smiled. "I hope so." But far away, inside a dark prison cell, Victor Kane stared at a photograph of the Blackwood family. And he whispered, "This isn't over."